Make sure that they don't get us. Yeah, there's Zip. She's working on the quality of the outdoor studio.
Gather our thoughts.
Gather the thoughts. Let's work on the script. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to get pretty warm later on.
It has been. And I think when we're done today, I'm going to go in the house and watch that video we made of the ice shapes back in February.
Yes, yes. Everybody remembers the ice shapes.
That'll cool me off.
Yes. And today we are doing another edition of Name That Road.
And do you know what number it is, Mary?
I lost count.
20!
20! Yay! The magic number.
Yes, and after 20 we go into syndication or
there
something.
We go. There we go. We get our TV bus.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Or I was also thinking of a Zeppelin would be nice.
Yes, or a Pope Mobile.
Yeah.
So then that way we can get better road footage.
That's right. Yeah, and just imagine if you were in a Zeppelin, you'd be flying above everything. It'd be like being in a drone, really.
Well, maybe we should get ourselves a giant drone or maybe an air glider. And we could take off from the Blair Airport or the Strum Airport. If you're not aware, we have airports in Trempealeau County.
That's right. So we have all kinds of options. So today, in a little bit, Mary and I are going to roust ourselves out of the shade here.
To the air-conditioned car.
Right. And we're going to go down the road and we'll do number 20. And this is a road that well, I shouldn't say a bunch, but several people have said, oh, you need to do this one.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
They thought that would be a good candidate.
And we're not going to give you any clues as to where we're going. You're just going to have to guess off the trees and the cornfields and the corners. Oh, I suppose we better give them a few clues.
We will, because we are kind-hearted people at core.
There we go. And unfortunately, is Zip coming with us today, or is she going to stay home and recuperate some more?
She should probably stay home and help the men today.
Yes, they have to do bee things.
Yeah, but I think it involves using water and a hose, and that'd be a good thing for her today.
Yes, keep an eye on the guys with the hoses.
Right. So we'll go off and we're going to do number 20.
Yay! We are driving down a road in Trempealeau County.
Remember that song, the wheels on the bus go round and round. I remember that from kindergarten.
There we go.
So Mary, we're going to give a little hint here. We are going through the village of Ettrick, which means we are kind of in the south middle part of the county, southeast part of the county. Right now we are headed south, but we will be going in a different direction.
Very shortly.
Shortly, when we get to our road number 20.
Now we are in middle-ish Trempealeau County.
And we're headed east right now.
And you know, down here, these roads are kind of tricky. There's a whole bunch of roads that come together in this neighborhood.
Yeah. But most of our viewing public, they are pretty savvy people, you know. They don't get confused easily.
Okay, we're
All
at.
right, we are on a town road here in the town of Ettrick. And this is on the way to our road number 20 today, our mystery road. This is not our mystery road yet, but it is our avenue to it.
And so we've taken a state road to get to a county road, and now we're on a town road.
Right, yep, that's the way it goes.
Oh, we're going to hand the camera off to Nancy.
Well, I'll put this down. How would that be? I'll lean back.
And then we got to kind of flip your sun visor up
There you
here.
go.
Oh, see, this is all technical. Sun visor up. And then look at that. We can shoot right past Nancy so I don't pop her in the head with the camera. That's a nice rock outcrop.
It is. And look at the color there.
I know. This one probably was enhanced by man when they made this road.
Probably made a cut here.
There we go. Beautiful. Now that's a dead giveaway. Thank you for joining Name That Road.
Yep. Somebody will say, I know where they are now. Look at that. I recognize that sand.
They're busted.
Okay, now we're almost to where we are going to turn onto another town road, which will take us to our road number 20, a town road which is not a dead end.
So now let me get this straight. We're going to another town road to get to our road, or the next road is our town road, or Name That Road?
No, we're on this town road now, and we're going to be taking a left onto another town road, which again is not our number 20.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Hey Nancy, it looks like there might be a prairie here off to our left where we made a left.
Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. Nice colors. So, we went from, I'm going to see if I can get this right, a state road to a county road to a township road. That was a left.
Yep.
And then another left on a township road.
That's right. The road we're on right now is not our mystery road. That'll be coming up here in just a little bit. Okay, this is road number 20, town of Ettrick.
Town of Ettrick.
And this is a road that I said that several people said, oh, you ought to do blank, blank, blank road. So
Okay.
those people, if they recognize it, you have to sit on your hands.
And you can't tell anybody.
That's right. During this show, you cannot blab, oh, that's blah, blah, blah road. So,
Well, now you keep saying it in sets of 3. Blah, blah, blah. Is this a multi-named road, or is it like Smith Road? Or
no,
is
it
it
just one name?
just
Yeah.
one name? So
Right,
it's not blah, blah, blah.
Blah,
it's
blah.
it's blah something. Cooley or
Okay.
hollow.
Yeah.
You know, do you know that the term hollow is really only used in the driftless area?
I do that down south, though.
Do they have
Yes.
roads down there called hollows?
Yeah, or hollers.
Hollers. Oh, look at Nancy. We've got a
Yes,
wetland.
isn't this pretty?
We've got a, hey, and you know what? This one has water in it.
Yes.
That's a hot commodity this year.
Yeah,
Look
I've
at that.
got ponds on my place, and one of them is dry, and the other one is getting awful low.
This is a really good indicator of where this road is that there is a wetland that's wet.
You bet.
Look at that.
I don't see any turtles on logs today.
No, I don't see any logs. But I do see some dragonflies. And we've got some cattails. Those are
Hot
the...
day.
It
Hot
is.
day.
It is. How warm is it?
Well, my thermometer here on the car says 80, but I think with the humidity, it's more. Oh, do you see? There's one of those real pretty butterfly plants there. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
The hot
Right.
pink.
The hot pink. We'll
Yep,
see if we can zoom in on it. That'll be a dead giveaway. What are those called?
I think the proper name is Asclepias or something close to that. Their Latin name. but they usually refer to it as a butterfly weed. I think it's actually a cousin to milkweed.
Cool. Now, here is a little picnic spot, but
Look at
chances
that.
are that's a private picnic spot.
Well, that's unusual. Why not?
Well, and maybe you don't want to necessarily stop when there's like a sharp cutting tool on top of the picnic table. You know, that might lead to a little bit of mischief. You just
Yeah, but that looks like a nice spot for a picnic if it's your land, apparently.
That's right. And now we've got more rocks, more rocks. This one we
Yes.
can really get in on.
Look at this.
You know, I often wonder if there's snakes in those holes. Because don't snakes like rocks like this?
How would they get up and down, though?
I don't
They
know.
don't have suction cups on their bellies.
No,
do
but
they?
snakes they can climb trees even, Nancy.
Yeah, but
it-
they can wrap themselves around the tree, I would imagine. I don't know. I have no idea. You want to get out and stick your hand in
I'm
one of
not
those
sticking
holes?
my hand in any holes in the rocks. You end up going to the emergency room. It's like Sunday, just like when my kids were at home. It always seemed like evening time on Sunday we were on our way to the emergency
Yeah, I
room.
know that's the way it always goes.
Always at dinner time. I broke my brother's nose. That happened once. They were playing t-ball. And then all of a sudden there was blood. This is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a cabin house, I bet, huh?
Older house.
Wow. I like those old houses. There's an old house on this road too, but we're not going to tell you about it or show it to you.
Right.
You can look at it when you drive past. Look at that. This is a nice drive.
Yeah.
Nice and shady. Lots to look at. Not a lot of ag though.
No. I believe a lot of this land was in CRP for a while.
Okay. Is that why there's so much prairie, you think?
Could be. I'm
'Cause
not
I-
sure what the status is now.
Because I see lots of prairie-ish looking plants.
Right.
And then, of course, I think geographically where we are, this is wetter, lower. We're not riding a ridge.
No, we're down in the coulee here.
And so that's another kind of a clue for you to know where we are. But we do have some pretty steep banks on the right-hand side.
Yep.
And it looks like, according to your onboard navigator, it looks like we're heading northeast.
Yes, that would be right. But you know, this road does have turns and bends in it, so it's hard.
Turns and bends in Trempealeau County?
Yeah, imagine that.
Imagine that. And I wonder if we're going to continue to stay on the bottom or if we're going to climb. Because that seems to be a theme as well, isn't it?
Just hang on to your seat there, Mary. And find out. It isn't a real busy road.
No.
It's not congested.
No, and hopefully nobody will, kind of creep up on you and wave their fist and honk their horn.
Yeah, get the shotgun down off the rack.
Do people use gun racks anymore?
I think so. I've seen them.
Have you? Can you do that anymore? See, when I was in high school, especially during deer season, everybody had a gun in their car. And I think now if you took a gun to school, you'd be expelled, wouldn't you?
They wouldn't be happy if they found out about it.
And
that's
they would
for
be
sure.
hauling you off to jail?
Probably.
Oh, there's a little side road. That's a dead end. Don't go up there.
Don't take that one.
Nope.
Just keep going here. Just stay to the left.
Veer to the left. Wow, this is a pretty valley.
And you see over to the left there, at one time they must have been grazing or farming on this land.
Yes. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then over time it gets reclaimed.
Right? Things change. Machinery changes.
And the landscape too, you know. There we go. This is a pretty drive. I like it when it's kind of shaded over like that.
Yeah, it was nice on a hot summer day. So we'll have to have them archive this show and play it like in the middle of January.
Yes, yes. And you know, we're coming off some pretty hot days, and they're saying 90s all this next week.
Yeah, I think that Canada and Dakotas are going to share their weather with us.
Yes, and they are desperately dry.
Yeah.
Desperately dry.
Yeah, it's not just us.
And just because there's one little tiny sniff of rain doesn't necessarily mean the drought is broken.
No, we need a lot more to get caught up. We need a hurricane.
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, to blow it up from the south.
Yeah.
And now we've had kind of a pretty wild ride. There's been a few hurricanes, but nothing like we've had in the past. But it's early, isn't it?
In the hurricane season,
Yes.
I believe so. But I guess I don't pay a whole lot of attention since I don't have to worry about a hurricane up here, which is nice.
Definitely.
Because they are not pleasant.
Now, have you ever been in a hurricane? I know that you guys with the bee stuff, you go back and forth, don't you, a little bit?
No, because we were never there in the summer.
Oh, okay.
But my son was there for a hurricane, and he said it was, just really, really strong wind. A lot of strong wind.
And I suppose a lot of pouring down gusher rain, huh?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And now, when that rains, is that salt? Salt water?
No, it's fresh. Yeah, as far as I know.
Because I thought hurricanes picked up water.
Well, that's a good question, Mary. I am just not a meteorologist, I guess.
Well, I think we may need to get a meteorologist on Name That Road.
Yeah, along with the geologist, whatever. We are going to have a bus then.
Yes, because we're going to have all these seasoned professionals that
Experts.
can fill us in on the weather and the geology and the geography and the herbology, huh? For the
Right.
What do they call a tree doctor?
A forester?
A forester. We'll have to have a forester with us and probably a biologist or two.
Yeah.
You know.
We're going to have... People are going to get tired of our inexpert monologue here, I guess. They're going to want answers that we can't provide.
Well, you know what, Nancy? I think I'm noticing a climb taking place.
I think we are.
You know, I try to do this between the little micro screen on the camera and looking out the window, and I think we're climbing up.
I'll tell you what, Mary, we are not opening the window because look at all the deer flies that are attacking the window.
Oh, the cars are getting attacked.
Ow! I hate those things.
They are just the most awful creatures you could ever possibly imagine.
But look at this beautiful forest here on the left. Isn't it pretty with all the ferns?
Ferns are beautiful this year.
It looks so nice and cool, but I know if I was out there, I'd probably be eaten alive by the deer flies.
Yes, and you know, they've been pretty challenging this year.
They have been. It seems like they started early, too.
And they're angry, which I don't understand. Well, they're angry all the time anyway.
Yeah.
And you know, if you kill one, more come.
Look at them all. They're just bouncing off the window. My gosh.
That's terrible. You need to stop so I can picture that as long as we don't have a lot of traffic. They're just mobbing the car. Look at them.
I'm not putting the window down, folks.
And I know they're kind of fuzzy because of what the camera's trying to zoom in on here, but they're landing on the windows and the windshield, just attacking the car.
Yeah, let us in. Let us in.
So when you go on Name That Road number 20, keep in mind that you got to keep your windows up.
And if you're on a bicycle or walking, you better drench yourself.
Indeed.
Something, yeah. Although I don't think anything keeps those deer flies off.
No. And they'll bite through long sleeve shirts too.
They're nasty, yeah.
That is just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got an interesting juncture here.
Yep.
As we've seen on many of our other Name That Road, sometimes we've got kind of crazy road angles. And look at this one. Are we going up, down, or in or out? I don't know. That sign right there might be a dead giveaway as to where we are in the planet.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. You never know.
No.
I've seen that elsewhere too in Trempealeau County. So maybe that'll be a clue that throws everybody off.
Here we are. We're winding up a hill.
Going through the beautiful shade. We're seeing lots of rocks and lots of trees, lots of oak. Looks like there's oak and some walnut.
Yeah, a lot of walnut here.
And some elms. Hey, did you do any mushroom picking this year during morel season?
No, because it seemed like the weather was not right.
No, it was so dry.
Yeah, it was dry, and then we had some real cold weather in May there for a while.
It looks like we're coming close to the top of something here, right?
Yeah, we're coming up.
And it looks like we may have another kind of a crazy angle to maneuver through. Oh, no,
Well,
just...
there's two driveways here. One going to the left, and there's another one on the right.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, some big machinery back over there. Huh.
You can get a picture of that barn, because that looks like an old timer, doesn't it?
It does. Look at that. That's something else, huh? Old farmstead.
Yep. Up here on the ridge.
Looks like maybe somebody's got a cabin-esque
Yeah.
up here. Yeah. Oh, and boy, that was a quick peek.
Yep. And then we're down the other way.
And this is a beautiful drive. Perfect place to go. Nice and quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not dodging semis, are we?
No, except for the bugs. We're doing pretty good.
And all these pretty purple flowers on the side of the road now, those are actually like a native plant. They're called bergamot.
And slow way down so I can get
And
those.
they are actually a mint.
Can you eat them?
I suppose you could.
Well, you know, there's so much stuff out there in nature that we can eat that we don't know that we can eat.
Or we don't want to eat.
Or shouldn't eat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just kind of crazy. And boy, we're kind of dropping down at a steep pitch here. I hadn't expected that on this road.
So if you're coming up this road on a day when there's a lot of ice,
Yeah, this would not be a...
you might want to leave your small car at home and bring the big pickup truck.
With the chains on the tires.
Right, yeah.
Do people still use tire chains? I know they do out
I
west.
think they're illegal.
Oh, why? Because they're so hard on the roads?
I think so.
Huh. Ooh. Boy, those trees are right on the edge there. Wow, this does really drop down fast.
Uh-huh.
Boy, you picked a good one this time, Nancy.
Yeah, we're back in the hills here, aren't we?
We are. Do 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 do. You recognize that tune?
Is it? Oh, yeah. What was it? Deliverance. Yes.
Well, we are in the backwoods. We haven't really seen anything that looks like a residence.
No, there aren't a lot of residences here, are there?
Keep your doors locked, people,
Yeah.
just in case.
You have to lock them against the deer flies. They're still following us.
I know. That's just horrible. But I suppose they got to have their chance too. You know?
Yeah, there's something to feed off of.
That's right. Chip the paint right off your car.
Probably could.
Yeah, we've got them on this side too. They're just swarming. They're amazing. How fast are you going? That those tiny little
going
bugs.
10 miles an hour, it says.
Those tiny little bugs can fly that fast
Yeah,
with those
they're-
tiny little wings.
They don't seem to have any problem keeping up, do they?
I'm gonna see if I can get one on the mirror right here. There he is. Look at that naughty fly. They're just giving us grief. Look at them.
We'll have to have one of those insect people along too. You know.
Entomologist?
Entomologist, yes.
There we go.
We're gonna wind up with a bus full of experts. We're gonna have a geologist and a entomologist and a forester.
And maybe a herpetologist to
Yeah.
tell us about the snakes and the lizards.
Right, and a biologist.
And we're gonna just give her.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. All these bugs on this mirror. I wonder if they're attacking themselves, or maybe they see me in the mirror and they think they can get me. Look at them. Vermin.
There's a bird on the Turk's cap.
Oh,
there.
look at that.
Butterfly.
There.
Frillard.
What are those called?
Turk's cap.
Cool. Those are pretty.
They're like a lily.
Yeah. Did you know that lilies are poisonous to cats?
I did not.
I did not know that either. One of my meat customers told me that.
So don't feed your cat lilies.
Well, apparently she had gotten a lily for something important like Mom's Day or something on those lines, and their cat was $500 worth of vet service.
Oh my gosh.
They have to pump the cat's stomach.
Oh dear
So
me.
if you've got cats, don't encourage people to buy you lilies.
A $500 cat.
Yeah. And you can't even eat them. Well, I suppose you could.
Yeah.
But I heard they're kind of crunchy.
Look what's coming up here, Mary.
Oh, look at that. We are almost there. At the end of what a beautiful drive was this.
Yeah.
This
Town of Ettrick.
Town of Ettrick. And State Road, County Road, Township, name that road.
Yep.
I got it right. Woo-hoo. Here we go. There's our stop.
Oh, look at that, a car.
Oh, we've got a car. That'll distract us a little bit, and in the distance.
Oh, we never get distracted, do we?
No, we don't. We are well scripted. And as we approach our stop, we're going to kind of look away to the side.
Okay, now the name of this coulee is the one that's going
This way.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to stop for 1 minute, and I'm going to zoom in on the stop sign because that's true to our ending.
Right.
And there is the stop sign. We know we're at the end of Road 20.
And we're creeping up on the sign.
Yep, and Nancy's
There
going to
it
be
is.
careful. And
It's Emery Road.
you're going to say that one more time.
Emery Road.
Yay, Road 20.
And if people that are dedicated viewers may notice that we are coming out on Rondis Coulee Road, which is a Name That Road that we did earlier this summer.
Okay, so they tie in.
Yep, they tie together.
Oh, fantastic.
But people said, oh, you ought to do Emery Road. So,
And right here,
there's a rock outcropping.
yay, look at that. And we hope you enjoyed our tour of
Name
that road.
Number 20. Number 20.
Emery Road.
And right now, Mary, we took a right, and so we are headed towards County C.
As in cat.
Yes, and if we come up to that stop sign, if we take a left, we'll be going towards Hague, and if we take a right, we'll be going towards Franklin. So that ought to orient people. And if they wanted to go left back there at the stop line, they would go up over the hill and down, and eventually they would come out to on the east of Ettrick.
Okay, then we have our orientation for Name That Road.